Yeah, it's going to cost a lot. And it's not just for the torch relay, it's the other relays and the other protests. So, yeah, it's going to cost us a lot of money.
Mayor Newsom anticipating the high price of policing the streets of San Francisco when the Olympic torch arrives next week.
Good evening. Prestige has a price, and for the honor of being the only North American city to host the torch relay, it is going to cost a pretty penny. Most of that money will be spent not on the ceremony itself, but keeping protesters from crashing the party. ABC 7's Carolyn Tyler is live on the Embarcadero, where, Carolyn, 1 week from today, the flame will pass.
That's right, and it's not just police, although that will be the biggest price tag. It's Muni, it's the Department of Parking and Traffic. The Olympic Committee doesn't help out at all, and San Francisco is facing a multi-million-dollar budget deficit, but the mayor says it's worth it. The Olympic torch arrived in the Central Asian nation of Kazakhstan today, part of a 130-day tour that will bring it to San Francisco next Wednesday. The city expects thousands of people to line a 6-mile route. Many will be cheering, but others will be protesting. They'll be able to line the torch relay route with banners and signs. Permits for massive demonstrations that the city had put on hold are now being approved.
If they want to do it as close as possible to the route, we'll work with them to give them the options that are available.
As of today, permits have been granted to 2,000 demonstrators with the Buddhist Peace Fellowship to take over Civic Center Plaza. At the Maritime Plaza for 500 activists with the San Francisco Bay Darfur Coalition. And 2 Tibetan groups have reserved 3 spots and are expecting 2,000 to 3,000 people. The ACLU had been pushing the mayor for weeks to get the route information.
One of our concerns certainly is that all the confusion around what would be allowed, what wouldn't be allowed, all the confusion around what the route would be, all the confusion around when the relay would occur has dissuaded people who might have been making plans to come from other parts of the country, and they might have said, no, it's just not worth it.
San Francisco's Chinese consulate hopes the protesters won't mar the pageantry.
They are political groups. They are trying to take advantage to fulfill the political aims. It's a major concern to us because of the security issues.
City police are bracing for demonstrations on a mass scale, as they do for war protests. Police Chief Heather Fong says days off have been canceled.
We are constantly monitoring our overtime. I know that that's a bad word.
One city official puts the projected overtime costs at $400,000 plus. The mayor won't give an estimate, but admits covering the Olympic torch and 2 other torch relays will cost a lot.
It does come at a price. But it's also offset by the credible attention we're going to get around the world. We hope it's positive attention, not negative.
Now, as for those groups that are reserving various spots around the city, they seem to be far away from the action, but keep in mind several others are now going to ask for permits since the city has begun handing them out, and they will try to probably get a lot closer to the action. Live in San Francisco, Carolyn Tyler, ABC 7 News.
All right, thank you, Carolyn. Now, the torch will travel halfway around the world before it gets here. It left Beijing on Monday and is now making its way across Asia. After that, it goes from St. Petersburg, Russia, to London and Paris before arriving in the Bay Area Wednesday. We'll be streaming the San Francisco Relay live at abc7news.com, or you can watch it on our digital channel. That's Comcast 194, also live Wednesday afternoon beginning at 1 o'clock.